One of the most confusing things for a lot of people is if exercise is so good for you, why do so many people who work out still deal with pain? You see people lifting weights, going to the gym, doing workouts consistently, but their back still hurts, their hips are still tight, their shoulders still ache. And the natural assumption is maybe I just need to work out a little bit harder. Maybe I need a different program. Maybe I need to stretch a little bit more. But the problem usually isn't effort. Most people are actually working really hard that go to the gym. The issue is that most workouts focus on training the muscles, but they don't address how the body is actually moving together as a system. Our body is built in a chain. The hips, the spine, the ribs, the pelvis, everything works together. And when one of those parts in that chain stops doing its job, another part has to compensate. So for example, the hips stop extending properly, which happens to a lot of people who sit throughout the day. The lower back often starts to take over, doing more of that work. So instead of the hips driving the movement, the spine ends up doing the job that it wasn't designed to do. And when that happens, you keep strengthening the body, right? But you're strengthening the compensation. That's why a lot of people get stronger in the gym, but they don't feel any better. They still feel tight. They still feel stiff. Strength built on top of bad movement patterns actually just reinforces those movement patterns. The approach we take here is a little bit different. Before we focus on adding load or intensity, we focus on restoring the body how it was supposed to stabilize and move. Getting the hips to do their job, getting the spine supported properly, getting the rib cage and pelvis working together. Once that structure is restored, strength training becomes much more effective and usually a lot more comfortable for you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against the typical workouts at all. I love the weights. Exercise is one of the best things you can do for your body, as long as it's done with a well-functioning structure. But you've been working out for years and still dealing with the same aches, pains, tightness. It might not be that you need to work harder. You might just need to restore how your body is operating first. That's exactly what we focus on here inside the Dual Transform system. We restore the hip and the spine function so that the rest of your training actually works the way it was supposed to. Because when the structure of the body starts working together again, pain decreases, posture improves, and performance usually follows. If you want to learn how to start restoring that foundation, you can check out the link in my bio.